you guys are definitely aware of this by now, but one thing I'm really looking forward to doing in the future is starting a fresh new playthrough of Genshin Impact from scratch, right? And I want to do that probably at the end, like at the end of the Snezhnaya Archon quest. I think is probably when I feel the most comfortable to do it, right? So say like 6.2 or 6.3, Saritsa's playable. We learn her backstory, blah blah blah. You know, you get it, right? Like Snezhnaya Archon quest is done, and it's like leading to Celestia. I think that's the point. Like when the majority of the map is explorable by that point, right? I think that's the point when I'm going to start as a brand new account, just to casually play through the game. And the reason for that is, I feel like when you play this game a lot, like from scratch, and you have access to all the best shit, like for example, me buying BP, I have access to all the BP weapons. They're all really good. They're better than the craftables and stuff, right? The majority of them. But that takes away a certain essence of the game that is really fun, right? Like for example, craftable weapons, like we said before. When you don't have access to super good weapons, and you aren't pulling, you haven't had years to accumulate pulls and stuff, you're just playing the game from scratch. But when you can make your own weapons from the resources you've gathered throughout your travels, that feels so much better, right? Like say for example, right, I've started a new game, I'm playing through it, right? I'm a couple weeks in, and I've gotten to Sumeru, right? Yeah, I've gotten to Sumeru, and I've done the R&R quest, and I've unlocked the craftable weapons, right? The weapons of Sumeru, if you are really damn good, if you haven't like pulled like anything significant, and you've got access to BP weapons, they're really good. The craftable sword is the only energy recharge craftable sword in the game. And it's really good on Bennett, for example, right? So that feels great. Like that's something that I really, it's like a flavor and essence that I really like, that I haven't been able to experience in this game. Because what's the point? I've got so many Favonius weapons and shit, right? Like it'd be so cool if I could actually use these, but there's no point. Why use this when I have a better option, you know? And that takes away the value of resource gathering. It takes away the point of getting ore and stuff, you know? I remember when the game first came out, I was like, man, I wanted to make like, dude, I remember like, I've got an R5 Anemona. This weapon is Pog. And when Inazuma came out, I farmed the heck out of these because I really wanted to make an Anemona. Or Amanoma, sorry, Kageyoichi, that's such a cool name. Because the weapon's really good. And it felt so good making it. You know, because I made this weapon. I earned this. It feels so much better. This weapon too, really damn good as well. You know? But again, when you've got access to all the BP weapons, you've had lots of time to accumulate pulls to get 5-star weapons, you're not going to use any of this shit. Because it just doesn't, it's just not as good. You know, it's a shame. The only weapon I use that I've crafted is an Amanoma, right? Yet you've got Mapamir is really good. Like this refined, this is amazing on Lisa. Imagine something. Oh, I'm gonna 100% do that. Like I said, I'm excited thinking about it, right? Like I'll start a game, I get my free Lisa, bam, make her a Mapamir, right? And make her like an aggravate Hyperbloom carry. That'd be so fucking fun. I'd love that, right? Lisa will be my carry. And also, you trigger an elemental reaction, 8% elemental damage bonus. And that you can, if you max refine it at 16%, and you get 2 stacks. That's 32% extra electro damage bonus. That's so good. That's genuinely really damn good. That's the thing. But you have no point in making this because I just have sacrificial fragments and just other weapons that are better that I've pulled. You know? I missed that. I missed that feeling that I had when I first started the game of wanting to craft my weapons. I would purposely go to Leeway to farm 50 of these chunks to make my own weapon. Because this is back when you first start, you need 3-star weapons, right? And these are just better. Right? And Iron Sting now is really good too. If I pulled a Kuching, I'd make that for her. Right? Do you guys agree with me on this, right? Like, would it feel so great to like craft your weapons instead of just pull for them. You know, because you earned that. You explored the world, you gathered the resources for it, you know, you fought the boss, you got the drop, and you made your weapon. I really, really enjoy that in games. Because you earn it, right? Instead of just going, oh, F3, weapon panner, bonk bonk, I got my axe, you know. Also, Zephos is here, holy shit. Oh, fuck, I actually kind of want Zephos, god damn it. Oh, yeah, no, that's not worth it, fuck that, nah. Literally, Dragon's Bane, the Bell, this freaking piece of shit, Rust, yeah, no, I'm good, bro. No, fuck that, Jesus Christ. But yeah, you guys know what I mean, right? Like, doesn't like the nature of gacha take away from that aspect of the game? Like, I feel like it does. That is why I am so looking forward to, in the future, like 2 years down the line, maybe 3 years down the line, starting a fresh account. Not giving a shit about the gacha system. I'll just use characters I get from my standard pulls and shit, right? That's what I'll use, right? So I have to rely on making my own weapons. And I really like the feeling of that. I like knowing, I like planning that. I like knowing, okay, let's say I've started a new game, right? And I've only got the starter characters, right? But then I've got because you obviously still going to use your pulls, right? Like you get a whole bunch of free standard pulls and such. I'm going to use those. Say if I get frickin' I get like a what's like a random 4-star character that say if I get Layla, right? Oh, cool. I can play her with Kaya, right? And then, right, a good weapon I could get her for her. I could probably get her the Sapwood Blade. Oh, she's split scaling. Oh, it's kind of gross. But you know what I mean, right? Like you can still like make a sword for her that's good for her, and that adds flavor to the game. And like I'd 100% give Lisa Muppet Mare. She'd be like my like aggravate, carry and stuff. And Lisa's pretty fun too. And you got Kaya, like Kaya and Barbara for freeze. Kaya, I could like make him Amanoma would be great for Kaya actually. Holy shit, yeah, it would. I can make an Iron Sting for Dendro main character, you know, like it's interesting. It's so, and Noelle you can just make her that, obviously. See, what I would do when I start a brand new account, I'd pay attention to what's in the shop, right? Because obviously you get a whole bunch of free pulls naturally, so I'd save up my star glitter. I'd get official or you get shelling for free. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would save these up and buy the shop characters. 100% would get official. You know, I get a Bennett and shit, things like that, right? That's what I would do. And that's cool. Do you know why that's cool? Because you've earned that character. That feels like, instead of just pulling them, you earn that character. Doesn't that feel so much better? You know? Instead of just going F3, pull, got character, you know, like, it feels like you're playing the game. Right? And obviously, you know, it's a gacha game. It is what it is. But that is the crux of why I want to play this game from scratch and make a brand new account, right? It's to experiencing it. It's to experience the game, not as a gacha game, but just as an overworld JRPG, or not JRPG, an overworld RPG game. That's what I want to experience the game as. I want to experience it in its purest form. Now, you could argue, like, oh, but Gamma, you're missing out on all the characters and stuff, right? And you're right, right? But that's why I've got my main account, right? But what I can do, because I've got my main account, it's going to encourage me to play characters I don't play on my main, right? It's going to encourage me to play Lisa, Amber, Kaya, and whatever random character. Say if I pull a freaking Candace, I'm like, oh, Pog, I've got a Candace. I'll build Candace, you know, and make her part of my, I could make like an off-field, like, build Lisa for energy recharge. Build her as my on-field or hydro applicator with maybe DMC, and it can be Hyper Bloom. Like, you could think, since I'm so experienced in the game, I can think of scenarios where I could use these characters, right? Now, obviously, they could be like, what if I get a Farazan? Like, that's just gonna suck. Because, like, it's literally, worst case scenario getting a character like Farazan. But if I got a Hyzo, Pog, right? You know, if I got a Kave, Pog, right? Kave's just like lesser Nilu, you know. I could make a Bloom team with him.
Where's my...
Or make him a spread carry. What if I got a Sethos? That's great. I don't touch Cephos on my main so I could build him as my aggravate. See, there's like so many things could happen that it feels exciting, right? I could get a Yan Yan. Or Cole's free, I'd build Cole up, make her a really good character too. You know, it's exciting. And say if I'm on standard and I get a Kuching, I'd pop off, right? Hell yeah. It doesn't feel like, I know I'm repeating myself here, guys, but like, you get my point, right? It doesn't feel like you're playing the game. You know, like that is the ultimate crux of the argument. I want to experience the game in its purest form. Way later, like when the whole map is released, right? So you're playing a brand new game from scratch. You got all this map to explore. I could start a monster. I could go all the way over here right away and just do stuff. That's so exciting to me, you know. I can play the story through again, you know, because I really, that's one thing I would like to do is re-experience the story. Remove the gacha aspect of this game. It's a fucking amazing game, and that's why I keep playing it to this day. You know, that's the thing. Now I'll be honest, I don't like gacha, but the reason why I like it's the same with HSR. You know, the gacha aspect isn't the reason why I play the game. Not at all. It's the game itself. And Hoyoverse obviously are very passionate game makers, you know. Because, remember, the gacha side of things and the actual game making side of things are completely separate departments. Completely separate. The people who work on the game are very damn passionate about this game. They care about the game, right? The gacha is just a side effect. That's how they make their money. It is what it is, you know. So being able to appreciate the game without having to worry about this stuff, I really want that. I want to go through it. I want to craft my weapons. I just want to use the characters I get, you know. That excites me. It really does. And yeah, I just in general can't wait to experience that. So I look forward to that. I hope you guys look forward to that too when I stream that in the future. Like, imagine it, right? Like 3 years from now, hey guys, day one, brand new account, let's do it. Let's jump in. We've got 6 years of hindsight now. We can like build, like I go nuts on my Lisa, dude. Like I build her really good because she's gonna be a carry for hyper blooms. Cause she gets EM Ascension bonus. Like that's mad good. like nowadays, I think Lisa's the best starter character for sure, right? Because I genuinely think it's gonna make me fall in love with the game again. You know, I mean, not implying I don't love the game already, because I do, like I said before, but to be able to experience it in its purest form, that's what I want, and that's what I strive for. Because I know, like, when you remove the gacha aspect of this game, like I know I keep repeating myself, guys. I'm sorry, but it's just I emphasize it. You know, it's such a good game. You know, because I think back to when I first started playing the game, and I'm just like, oh man, like, oh, this is great. You know, remember the honeymoon period when Genshin first came out? Fuck, it was good. I did not give a fuck about the gacha aspect of the game when I first played it. I literally didn't like it. You meet Jean and Lisa, you got introduced to it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what this is. I don't want to do this. Like, I quit it out of it and kept playing the game. Dude, like for real, that actually happened. I didn't want anything to do with this. One, because I didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't know what this shit was, right? I just went and explored the world, and I built my characters because I love character building. Like, I remember people talk. Do you guys remember Crescent Pike Changling? I did that. I fell into that trap. I don't have the weapon anymore because I used it for EXP because it was useless. I fell into that trap because I heard it was good, and I made it for Shangling, and I made her like my carry, my physical carry, bro. Oh, good times, man. Good times. Oh, and that felt good because I made that weapon for her. And I was really excited. I'm like, oh yeah, I made her best weapon, let's go, you know, and it was great. Like, and I was doing more damage. I didn't notice I was doing more damage. And I felt really excited about that. Oh man, I miss those days, dude. Yeah. Like, and yeah, so obviously I digress. I should turn that rant into a video. That was really good. Why I'm going to start a fresh account of Genshin Impact, maybe, I don't know. Say hi to YouTube, guys.